Okay, now Nathan, I told him I'd talk to him after I did your thing.
Okay. So, you want me to go?
No.
Oh.
No, you don't need to go, Terry. You're all right.
Nathan, you know what? The truth is, I was irritated by this Nathan person, but something just hit me like inside, but I didn't know that it was you. I didn't put that together.
I forgot that
it was just an N or something. And then, no, it was you. It said Nathan, but I didn't put it together with the face. I was like, you know, and so now I'm like, oh, it's Nathan that you did. But I was like, well, Terry, nonetheless, this Nathan irritated you enough to do that. But, you know, I hope all is forgiven because you're here now.
It
and
was
I'll
me.
try
It was
to...
a little bit. It was just a little bit of banter in the chat.
Okay.
It just probably went a bit too far.
Okay.
Kat, I heard you earlier on talking about, you know, Tina Chave.
Yeah.
Now, you know how the other night, how they wanted me to bring the proof because she wouldn't. Now, I've
if you
actually
have
got proof.
Show it.
I've actually got proof here to show. I'm just put it on the widescreen.
No, I'm not gonna.
I've got proof here.
I do what I do. You want to show proof? Go ahead and show proof.
All right. No, because I need you to go and stick it on widescreen.
Show me the money.
This is the emails, all right, on the name from her. So I need you to go and stick it on widescreen.
Where is it?
It's here. It's in my hand. I've got it on my tablet.
Put it on your head.
Okay. I am not going to put you on full screen. You put it on there.
All right.
We can zoom in.
Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
Good call.
All right. So this, you see that?
Yes.
These are the emails from me. Give me a sec.
Good call.
All right. So this, you see that?
Yes.
These are the emails from me to Tina Chave. So the very, very last one, you see the one at the top?
At the top?
Yeah, all right. You see the one? All right. So you see that's the top there. That
says
is the very, very last email.
Me, no subject.
Hey.
Or Tina. The one that's highlighted, Tina.
So look, the very, very last email is the one at the top. That's from me.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. So that's from me. So that's the very, very last email.
All
right. And then give me a sec. And then also so there's your proof that there was contact from me, because you've seen the emails at the bottom, yes?
Yeah. Well, sorry. Well, I don't understand what I'm looking. I didn't understand that there was no contact between you.
She said last night that I had no contact from Nathan on your panel. I heard her say it.
What she was saying was, after a certain point, obviously you guys talked because you ended up telling her that you didn't want the help. So obviously you talked.
But Kat, that wasn't the truth though. What happened was, basically, the last conversation that me and that we had. Now she's not here. I can give you the facts on what happened, right? So the last conversation we had, Kat, was that I was meant to. I totally forgot. I had stuff going on. All right. I was meant to message her on what I wanted her to go and say to the CEOs in a letter for my housing association. I totally forgot to mention it to her. All right. And the thing is now there was contact by phone call, but the thing is though, is the only way of really me being able to get some sort of message over to her was by email. And now she wasn't always answering the emails. Then obviously she had things going on that she was saying with her family, which I'll fully accept. Now, when it comes to the call side, her phone wasn't on. I was ringing her and stuff. I messaged her. Now, the last, like I said, the last conversation we had, all right, was that she said that she was going to be in contact with me. This was on Dan's panel. She said that she will be in touch. Now, I remember going on there and saying, Tina, I need to go and talk to you. And she said, yes, I'll be in touch. And then that was the last thing that I heard. Now, I'm not slating anybody. I'm just saying to you, Kat, if I was used towards her, why? And also she knew about my she knew that I had basically, you know, ADHD, and not that I'm using it as a card, but she knew that I had all these, you know, all these mental problems, should we go and say. So for the simple fact that she's gonna use, and I'm just saying these out of facts as well, Kat, all right,
Listening.
she's basically, she knew that about me, so she should have known how to deal with me. So for the simple fact she's going to use that against me for some sort of abusive phone call, which never happened, all right, that speaks words, Kat, in my opinion. Now, I'm not slanting anybody, I'm speaking facts. She knew about me, all right. She said to me one time on the phone call, I've got multiple complex
Yes.
basically needs. So if she
Yeah,
knew
I
that
heard her
about
say it
me,
to
then
me.
why is she do you know what I'm saying, Kat? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Kind of, except that I have a feeling that there's bits of the pieces of the story that I'm missing in between, where Tina would say yes, but that's because, and so that's the part I'm wondering about.
Kat, look, I've just come up here to show this because she did go and say, I heard her the other night go and say that there was no, that I gave her no contact. I heard that. Now whether no, I didn't hear the part where, and I did fast forward it, I didn't hear any part where she said that they come to a certain point. Now at that certain point, but that thing that I've gonna
What?
showed you about the
That
wait,
doesn't make
Kat,
any sense what you just said. Come to a
what I'm
certain point. What does that mean?
at a certain point, all right, there was no contact. Now she's saying, all right, that she sent me an email, all right, basically disclosure of why she had parted ways with me. You've just gone and seen that. That is the email address that she used, all right, and the very last email from me to her was me. There was no last email from her, Kat. You've just seen it right there.
No. I did not see anything about whether there's a last email from her. I saw that it said me.
Yeah, that was me. That's me.
And it
That was
said
me.
some other another Tina name, somebody else named Tina, and then that's it. That's all I saw.
The very last email would be the top email, Kat. So the very last email that gets sent to you and another person on the conversation would be at the top. And then if that person was to go and send you another email, that would be on top of that one. What I'm trying to go and say to you,
Where would that email be if you trashed it?
I
You
didn't
got rid
trust
of
no,
your.
I didn't, Kat. Do you know what? Look, at the end of the day, you look. I'm just gonna say something now. You can believe what you want to go and believe, but I'm saying to you right now, all
I'm not
right, that
saying I
I
believe
didn't,
anything.
that
I'm just
I
saying,
didn't.
what if?
I'm just saying to you, I understand where you're coming from, Kat, but I didn't tamper with no emails. That was the very, very last email, all right, with contact with me and her. It was me asking her when is she going to be sending me the basically the thing. And Bobby apparently is in the back because he wants to come on.
Yeah, I know, but I can't deal with you and him yelling. So let's
Well,
just
he
get.
won't yell. I
I'm
won't yell.
interested in this story, so continue.
Yeah. Bobby comes next. You can wait.
At the end of the day, Kat, I will stay to my words. We parted ways without my acknowledgement. I didn't know. I found out about this from when I watched a members only. From what I had it, because Dan's got a members only channel subscription thing. What happened was I had the last one of that, and I was watching it, and then I caught him basically going on to another channel to go and cause problems. But then at the end of that, now he's got nothing to go and do at this point. I'm just putting out an example. At the end of that, and somewhere in between that, all right, I caught her saying, all right, the reason why I cut a contact with Nathan because he was very, very abusive. Not at one point was I abusive towards her over the phone. Not at one point. I wanted nothing more than to be out of this flat, Cat, and there's numerous people who can tell you that. Bobby Kent for one, all right, Tina Chave knew. There was a load of people who knew that I wanted out of that flat. And there was one point where I even had to pop off Dan Police Abusing Powers' panel because I was about to cry because of the effects that this place is having on me. I've got mold on the top of one of the walls, all right? That there's problems going on
Okay,
with
so you
things like.
wanted out, but then you told her no.
No, I didn't tell her no, though, Kat. I didn't tell her no. That's the thing. I never did at one point tell her no.
Oh.
She basically, she said to me, at one point she was going to go and try and get me into a hotel, and that she was going to go and try and get basically my housing association to pay for the hotel. That never happened. She did try her utmost best. I'm
Okay.
going to give her that. But what I will not have, though, is her spreading around a lie that is absolutely and utterly a load of garbage. It's not the full facts,
Why do
Kat.
you think she lied? What do you think, like, what was
I
her
don't know why, Kat. I don't know.
Okay.
But do you know what? Look at my face right now, Kat. She lied. When I heard her on that members only, Kat, all right, seriously, all right, and I'm not joking around, I'm being genuine right now.
And
When
I
I
knew
heard
she
her
was
say
serious.
that I was being abusive towards her on a phone call, I was so gobsmacked at that because I was nothing but nice and polite to her. I was so understanding of the fact that she had problems going on in her life with her mum and stuff that she said to you on the panel the other night.
Right, right.
I had so much understanding of her. So for her to turn around, throw it back in my face that I was abusive towards her, I'm not having that. Kat, the other night, I wasn't even planning to come onto your panel until I heard her slandering me on utter lies. And I couldn't have that. All right, I was watching because I wasn't even planning to come onto your panel. I was planning just to have you, just let you guys have your own piece on there and watching back. But as soon as she jumped on and started with that, because she was also trying to go and tell me what to go and do in the chat. Do you know what I'm saying? And then she had the audacity to come onto the panel, Kat, all right, and try and make me out to be rude. Who are you? Who is she to go and tell me what to go and do when I'm not the only one who can be childish, for crying out loud? Do you get what I'm saying, Kat?
Uh-huh. I do. I'm just thinking that, okay, if her accusation is that you were abusive, then while she can't be showing any of your private stuff. Wait, hold
Kat,
on,
I
hold
found
on one
out.
sec. No, just let me answer, and I'm being completely fair. Um, she if she's going to make the accusation that you are abusive, that really would need some proof. So I don't know how she'd provide the proof because she can't. If she has a private phone call with you that has to do with something to do with this, I don't know that she can actually reveal that. But at the same time, it's not a fact until she can prove it. If she's going
Not slander.
well, kind of. I mean, I guess if it went to court of law, she might be able to prove it then. But I don't know that she can actually prove it here on
I
YouTube.
get that, Kat, but I've also got to
Yeah.
find out because she's not a business. She doesn't fall in GDPR.
No, I don't know about that because let's say you told me that you had some kind of disease and then that was in private and then I go out and say it in public. I
That's
think that I
slander.
get in trouble.
Yeah, that's
Kat,
slander.
𝘔𝘪𝘴𝘴, all right, was on here and he said, all right, that she can send me a form that will for me to accept that she can release that. She refused to. Also, Kat, I saw that she was slandering me, and then as popped up onto the panel or I was in the back room, she wanted to come off. So she had nothing to hide. Is happy enough to stand by her what she was saying. And why did she want to go and pop off the panel, Kat? Can you please explain that one to me? Because at the end of the day, if she's going to go and stand at me, then she's got to be there to go and stand still for me to go and put my point across. But it's as if only her opinion matters if it's the facts. I know what's happened.
Okay, you know what, Nathan? You know what? You have appeared to me to be a certain kinds of character things, traits. And so when she came up here with a lot more class and her accomplishments, she was more believable. Now, because you're telling me this, one, I'm thinking to myself, if she's going to accuse you of being abusive, then yes, she should have some kind of proof for that. I don't know how she'd be able to do that except what you said. So why don't you find that form and then send it to her, already signed?
I don't know where to get from, and I also do not. And this is the I'm not truthful.
Whoever it
I
was who
don't have
said
the.
𝘔𝘪𝘴𝘴 will tell you where to get it.
Nathan, why don't you just forget about this beef?
No, because I understand him saying that she said he's abusive, and
I know, but why not let it go though? Just who cares?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Blimey? Because I'll tell you what it is, Terry. Basically, look, I know how I'm going to put myself across, and I will agree with Kat that I haven't really come up here in the most professionist of manners. All right, but there's a lot of people who will stand by and tell you, all right, that away from here, I'm one hell of a nice, calm, genuine soul. Trust me. Whatever you see in front of you isn't actually me. All
No,
right,
I can tell. I feel you. I'm very good at that.
it's this what's happened. All right, when I've consistently been attacked, been targeted. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, but all I keep having is people continuously slandering me. Now here's the thing, all right. If people want to, and I say this to a lot of people, I know people, all right, who if they fall out with somebody, they will literally just go on their separate ways. But ask yourselves this, though, ladies, all right. If people want to go out there, all right, and consistently try to out people when nobody's perfect, you've got to go and look at more at the person who's trying to out that person, all right, than the person who they're outing. Because like I could go and say, we're all none of us are perfect. We've all gone and done our things in the past. You know what I'm saying? We we can all be, excuse my language, we can all be cunts, we can all be knobs at times, we can all be out of order. So why is it that people are trying to make out or come online and make out as if, oh, he's the bad one, she's the bad one? It's if people are forgetting that everybody has got their faults about them, and we can all, show ourselves up at times as a bit of an asshole, but then maybe go away and be like, oh my God. But the problem is when you're consistently getting people slandering you, saying nasty things about you, all right, and consistently showing all this hypocritical behavior, all right, that's what really, really seriously gets my hackles up. Now, you
Don't
are
you think that?
correct.
Yeah, okay, but don't you think that if you know that you're having these problems, that you could try and clean up your character a little bit so that when these things happen, that it's easier to understand? Because
that,
you could, hold on a second, you could say that I slander you, but whenever I've said something about you, it's been the truth. Therefore, it's not slander. So when you're saying that people are slandering you, I have to ask myself, is he just saying that, or is that really the case?
Cat, it's no, but wait. It's your opinion about me. By the way, Bobby's is gonna message me again. He's saying to you, if you bring him on, he won't kick off. All right.
Why are you doing this? There's no, whatever Bobby's coming up for would have it to do with him, and he's just gonna fucking yell at me and
No,
talk to
he's
me
not.
like
I
shit.
didn't. He's just gonna
Yes, that's what
message.
he does.
This sounds like a setup.
He yells at me. Yeah,
This ain't a
exactly. I don't know
setup.
why you are white knighting for him to come up here. Just
Or and then I'll pop off
tell
and
me
he can
your
come
case,
up.
and then I'll let him come up. I'll do his thing after.
Look, look,
Just like I
look.
said to you, I'll do after what I said I'd do for Kateri. I'll do
At the end of
that
the
for
day,
him after you.
Terry is correct. For why don't I just let it go? Now the problem is when you're consistent. Now let me ask you two ladies this, all right? Now, yes, you have seen how I can behave, but you don't. But the thing is, though, you got to go and say, ask yourselves this, all right, ladies. Now, Terry has also seen me behave quite pleasantly, so
Yes.
and so have you as well, Kat. You can't deny that.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. So ask yourselves this: if I'm such a demon, then I would be behaving like a demon 24/7. If they would portray me out to be some sort of a bad guy,
No.
then I would be the bad
Sorry, it
guy
doesn't work that
24/7.
way.
Pros and cons, my friend.
First of
Pros
all,
and cons.
half the time that you're nice to me, you're also gaslighting me. So I don't really call that nice. It's actually abusive.
Cat.
And also people can do all kinds of different combinations of
Okay,
truth
Cat.
and lies and truth and lies. So no, you wouldn't be a demon 24/7. That logic does not equate. So no, I don't.
Okay, Cat. Do you know what? I'm just gonna agree with you, Cat. Okay, Cat.
Mhm.
Okay, Cat.
Well, glad that's solved. Oh.
You know why he just did that, right? He just did that because he's accused me in the chat. He said, "Oh, you don't like it when people don't agree with you." So now he's going, "Okay, I
Well,
agree."
that's true.
No, I'm agreeing with you because I don't believe that I'm gonna change your opinion about me. So I'm not even gonna
But
continue
you
to
can
even
though.
try and justify
You could
myself.
change my opinion about you if you start to clean your character up and start to be more
Cat,
respectable.
I
Then
am
I
who
will
I
see
am.
you making an
Cat,
effort.
Cat,
Victims are the worst aggressors.
I have been abused multiple times on your panel by numerous people, and nothing has been said
Yeah,
about
but
it.
you're a little bit of a snowflake when it comes to that, because somebody just has to say your name, and
So,
all of a sudden they've made a big slight against you because they said you're.
so it's okay for people to take offense to what I'm saying, but then
No,
you go and kick me
do
off
I,
or
baby?
whatever.
Anybody else? Yes, I've been a little bit more sensitive with mans at points, and not so sensitive with mans in the last 24 hours. But I've been very sensitive with mans because she presented herself as a victim, and she's very like soft, and she takes offense to everything. And then Richard goes and calls her an alcoholic. So I told him to stop it, and
Yes.
he still kept on doing it, and that's when he
Shoot
got.
hurts.
I gave him a warning, and he
Okay.
still wouldn't listen. So he had to go. All right. So but otherwise, I'm not going to coddle people who think they're victims either. I really have no truck for that shit. I'm a compassionate person, but if you're spending all this time feeling sorry for yourself, I don't have any sorrow to give you. Right. So that's how I feel about people who feel sorry for
Okay.
me.
Let's eat ice cream.
So I've listened to you, and I'm not discounting what you've said. I realize that there's probably some holes there, and in just like with those priests, that they got away with what they did to those little boys because everybody thought they're such high pious people in the society. Why would they lie? And yet they were using that power that they had in the neighborhood to do horrible things to little boys, right?
Yeah, that's deep. That's being a demon 24/7, Nathan.
So when somebody has a position of something respectable, doesn't mean that they actually are respectable, right? They could be liars who just have a good lark, right? So I'm not saying. So let me just say this, Nathan, for you, that I'm not going to just believe Tina now just because she has respectable things that she does. It could be that there might be things that you're saying they're truth, that you tried to get a hold of her and she didn't get back to you, and she called you abusive when you weren't abusive. That's very possible. So I'm not going to believe one way or the other. Okay, that's the best I can do for you, Nathan. I'm not going to just buy her what she said, but obviously I can't just buy what you've said either. So I'm not going to believe either side. But hopefully you guys do come to a good conclusion afterwards between yourselves. Somebody's got ice.
Sorry. I was trying to open a bag of almond.
All of a sudden I
butter
wanted
cookies.
Coca-Cola with ice.
Kat, when I
Yes.
was showing it as well on the screen, you didn't see my finger was covered over my address. You didn't see it, did you?
I really don't know. I saw me, and I saw some other Tina's name underneath yours, and it was orange. And that's really all I saw. And that it was at the top of whatever I don't know if it was the top of the whole page, but it was at the top of where you'd put it to. So I don't know. That's all I saw. But I know there were there's other lettering there, but I assumed it was date or something.
You okay, Nathan?
I think he's rewinding to see, right?
Are you rewinding it?
No, I said, are you rewinding it?
No, I'll have to go rewind it a bit more later on.
Okay. Well, you were quiet, so that's why we're wondering what you're doing. Okay, so have we concluded our business?
Yep.
Okay. I hope you felt hurt. Because you were.
So am I jumping off now, yeah?
Now I have to deal with Bobby.
So am I jumping off, yeah?
Yes, please. Yeah, you're welcome, Nathan. He's so fucking grateful. Okay. And next. You're up, batter. Go ahead, Bobby. He's probably walked away.
And Bobby, it's a go.
10, 9, 8, 7,
7,
6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
2.5.
He's right there.
Okay, let me know when you're back, Bobby.
He was there, man. He pushed his luck.
I'm in the basement. I won't kick him out.
You push your luck on the Mama Cat show. You're gonna end up in the basement.
Can you do me a favor, please? If I write in the private, it kicks me off. Can you please write in the private to Bobby? Had you up.
You know what? I don't know how to do that, and I can't do it on my phone.
All right.
Sorry. How do you do it? Oh wait, no, I can only chat with everybody in the studio.
He said.
I can see yours though.
I can see yourself.
No, I can see. I'm eating. I see what Nathan said.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his mic. Okay, is that what
I don't know how to. You can't do it on a phone, right?
It's his mic.
Yeah, well, if it's his mic, then what's he still doing here if he doesn't have a mic?
Bobby, if you're listening, sort your mic out, mate.
Good advice.
Okay, he's sorting his mic out because he left.
Did you hear about that submarine?
Oh, wait a second. Okay, thanks anyway. Thanks, Nathan.
My friend told me about a submarine that like all these billionaires went on.
A submarine?
To go and visit the Titanic, and it malfunctioned. This is like happening now, and they're running out of oxygen. It's gonna be a movie one day. They're trying to figure out how to rescue them.
It says device is not connected, Bobby.
Thanks for listening.
I was listening. I'm sorry. I did listen. Yeah, okay, now it's.
I know you're listening.
I was listening. There was people on a trip.
That's exactly what I said.
Wait a second.
I'm just kidding. I know you got it down. Anyway, hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
Hello, could you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry about that. What I was going to say to you, I know we got on the wrong foot, but I want to tell you something about myself. Is that I don't like people getting bullied at all. That you could ask Nathan. That's the reason why I reached out to Nathan. He was getting bullied all the time. Now there's a person in your chat now called Princess Angela. She would tell you about me. I hate two-faced people and bullying people who bully people. Now, as you know, I'm ex-army, and I've also went into my family business. So that's the reason why I don't come on camera, because the sort of job that I do.
Because what?
That's the sort of job. I don't come on camera because I don't want people to know, because the sort of job I do. Now,
do you smelt gold?
No. But as I said to you, I don't like people getting bullied. Now,
right.
Nathan was getting bullied left, right, and centre by the pack community. I'd done the same. I stood up for people, and they turned against you. They turned against you could ask Princess Angela this as well. She's a beautiful woman, inside and out. She's the most generous, caring person you could ever meet. They turned against her. All because she sticks up for people.
Who turned against her?
The dance community, Pap's community.
The whole community, or just Pap?
All of them.
Okay.
She's in the chat now. He could ask her.
Well, if Princess Angela wants to talk, she can come up too.
Yeah. So what I'm saying to you, and also if you look in your previous chat, somebody comes on and some name and random name. That Lasso Paranormal keeps bringing my name into it.
Not Lost Souls. She hasn't been here for.
No, but I know that, but she has done in the past. You could check. It doesn't matter. She keeps bringing my name into things that I've dealt with them about 18 months ago, 2 years ago. I don't want nothing to do with the pet community.
Okay, but Bobby, why are you bringing in LSP when she's in the hospital right now and she's not even?
I'm just
Now
making
is
a
not the
point.
time to bring her up.
I know, but I'm just making a point. Like I said to you, I just don't like bullying people. I always